Hi, welcome to Beer Dogs.
Beer Dogs.
Scott, Kalen, my brother Matt Stipe from Banter. We're going to talk about the beers that he's picked out for us this week. Take it away, Matt.
Yeah, so I was given the task of choosing from our wide selection of beers, summer favorites. So it's getting towards the end of summer, but it doesn't mean that you don't still have a few more weeks to be out on the patio and sip in some good summer stuff. So I wanted to do a kind of a nice wide selection of different stuff, and I don't know if they're going to like everything, but I enjoy it, and that's all that matters, right? Yeah. All right, let's start over here. So this is the Platform Pilsner. Platform is a local brewery. They've been around for a little bit more than 2 years now. They're located not far from our location. Here in Gordon Square. They're at 41st and Lorraine, roughly. And so this is their Pilsner that has just a little touch of hops to it. So super refreshing, good little hop profile, but something very easy to pound during the summer. So that would be the first one.
Thank you. I've been looking forward to trying it.
Good. Perfect. Glad we chose that one. All right. So this one, I'm not sure if Scott's going to like it, but I'm sure my brother Sean might. We got Stegall Radler. So Radlers and Shandies are essentially the same thing. It's a light lager that is mixed with some sort of fruit soda. Radler actually got its name because Radler means rider in Austrian or German or something like that, because the riders in the mountains used before Gatorade and stuff like that would mix lager and soda to get their nutrients while they were riding. Wow. So this is a classic Radler. It's not sweet like some of those Leinenkugel Shandies, things like this. It's actually very low in alcohol as well. It's only 2%. I'm probably going to describe all these beers as poundable beers, but this one is one that you sit back, on a boat, at the beach, and you rip through a 6-pack of Tall Boys and feel real good about it.
Nice. Wanted to point out, Amstel has a Radler that they just came out with, and they were one of the primary sponsors of the Vuelta a España this year for our bicycle racing fans.
Perfect. Nice. Yeah. Awesome. So the next one is, this is actually a newer product. This is Kirke Wild. So Kirke is actually a traditional Belgian wit beer. They only make the one, and it's always been one of my favorite summer beers. So Belgian wits traditionally are wheat beers that are unfiltered, that are brewed with coriander and orange peel. So they throw this one for a little bit of a loop where it's the same beer, but they add wild yeast and oak foeders to it. So what it really does to it, it's aged in oak foeders rather. So what it does, it adds a little bit of roundness from the oak, but actually makes it really quite sour. So it's essentially a sour Belgian wit. And this was one of the few beers recently that I've been truly wowed by. It's really unique. Did not expect this. So this is a really nice beer.
I think I'm going to enjoy that one a lot. I am a Kirke fan for a long time.
Nice. All right. Well, let's move on to the next one. So this one here. This is the Bouchard Etienne de Pont. It is a aged cider from Normandy in France. Most people, people of the American palate, are used to drinking reds and things like that, or just big sweet bombs that are not developed. This is classic European cider, super dry, really well balanced, really great little bit of effervescence to it. You could drink this in place of champagne or something like that. It's that fine of a product, and this is definitely maybe one of the best ciders that you can get in the U.S. So ciders are great summer drinks, and are definitely making a huge comeback as well, along with Shandies and Radlers, stuff like that. So I know that they're really going to enjoy that. Next up, here is the Boulevard Tank 7. Boulevard is actually one of the top 25 biggest breweries in the U.S. They've only been in the U.S. they've only been in Ohio for about 2 or 3 years now. I really am a huge fan of all their beers across the board. This is their farmhouse ale. It's 8.5%, so it's a bit more of a big boy, but you would not be able to, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, you would not be able to realize that while drinking it. But if you ever find any Boulevard stuff, highly, highly recommend it. This is one of their flagships and a really great summer drinker, and just be careful with that one.
Okay.
All right. Then, last but not least, we got to, get one for the IPA, fans out there in the world. So this is the Soul Style IPA. It is so they use certain hops in this one. So Green Flash is out of California, the San Diego area. They use certain hops that have a little bit more of a brighter or citrusy flavor to that. And obviously citrus goes great in summer. 6.5%. Kind of bordering that kind of sessionable IPA, but really, really refreshing, good West Coast IPA. Typically West Coast IPAs are a little bit more citrus heavy, so this is a really nice choice. So I really look forward to having the beer dogs try these and see what they think. So
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
I was originally envisioning this to be a very lowbrow production, but I think you've classed this up quite good. Thank you, Matt.
yeah, you're welcome. It's the beer talking.
Yes, I think it's I think what we've created here, unintentionally or slightly intentionally, is kind of a opportunity to look at the end of summer porch beers.
Yeah.
Sitting here on the porch of Banter, West 78th and Detroit. In
73rd, close enough.
West 73rd.
He's my
Do
older
not
brother.
Get out
I-
at West
you know, I-
78th.
yeah.
That would be a mistake. 7-3.
Yeah.
Banter. Come for your beer, your wine. You'll have a wonderful time.
Beer and sausages.
Beer dogs
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, can be.
Thank you.